Hey, it's Sunday morning. No, no, it's Sunday afternoon. See, I said morning because my wife got up fairly. Oh, wait, let me. I remember that.
Yeah.
And she made this elaborate fucking omelet breakfast thing, which was nice. And I was determined to finish it, but I ate too much, and now my stomach hurts.
I feel really bad about that because for everybody's, I made like 5 eggs, which I know is a lot because I want them to be big and hearty. But then by the time I went to make mine, which was the last one, I was like, this is too big. Like, I don't need that. So I
Yeah,
didn't make as
no, like
many.
honestly, you probably could have did it with three, and people would have been like, "Ooh."
Yeah, I did. Mine was four, and it's still way too much.
Yes, but still, it was delicious. But that's not why I'm here. I've decided. My sister. Okay, let me start from the beginning. My sister is
Guess you're wondering
very.
how I got here. So just, I bet you're wondering how we got here. Let's
Yeah,
take it
a
back.
bit skirt, but yeah.
BT movie.
Hey, yeah, that's me. Bet you wonder how I got here. Let me take y'all
Let's go
back
back
to the
before I
beginning.
died.
My sister is very, very much Steven Universe, Me Too. Look at me, I am also a part of a thing. And okay, wow, I feel like I'm all over the place. And
There's
whenever
a
I tell,
battery in this?
yes,
Fuck. I
yeah,
feel it like I'm holding it here and it's
yeah,
getting.
the other battery
Feel
was
it.
fairly old.
Here.
I don't feel it. We okay. We have an electroshock pen. We're not crazy. Like this is what's going on. Okay. So I feel like I'm all over the place. Let's start over. The last minute and 45 seconds didn't happen.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. It's not you. Uh, Typically, what I do when I'm on Facebook, I am very stingy with my likes, and even more stingy when it comes to like the hearts. Because I feel like me hitting a like on something says that I condone it, or I'm for it, or I agree, that kind of thing. So I'm very particular on what I hit like on. So if I don't hit the like button on something you posted, one of a couple of things has happened. I saw it and didn't like it, I haven't seen it, or I just don't care. Or a combination of any of those three. You know? My beautiful wife this weekend went to a concert with her sister, and I'm sorry, between you and me, Micah is fine as shit. God damn. Like, Crystal makes some beautiful fucking kids. It's like my wife recently said she was starting to look like her mother, and I swear to you, in 20 years, if my wife looked like her mama, fuck, I hit the jackpot. Fuck. So she went to a concert with her sister, and they took a couple of pictures, and they just looked beautiful together. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna make that picture the thumbnail to this video for reference. And they were both looking yummy. And I just posted it on my page too. And was like, let's take a minute to talk about how pretty these women are. They're beautiful. So my sister, with her Me Too movement ass, slide in and she's like, well, how come Michael got on shorts and I'm out here and I got on a coat? I'm cold. Well, bitch, it's because you live in Chicago and
Like,
I'm drooling. Wow, did y'all see that? I was talking with my sister and started drooling with excitement.
oh,
Right?
which sister?
Oh no, I've got some problems. So she just immediately is like, "Hey guys, also let me tell you about my
How cold it is.
the. It's not even like I had a theme or I was going for a thing, but the caption was, "Can we take a minute to talk about how beautiful this woman is?" And here come my sister talking about the goddamn weather, like talk. How are you gonna me too some Steven shit? And it's not even what we were talking about, like at all.
Maybe if she was like, oh man, this looks fun, guys. I'm excited. I've got a concert coming up next week too, or something.
Yeah,
You know,
just
just
hit like and go,
unrealistic.
wow, you guys look
That
great,
also
or
goes to show
hope you had a good
how much
time.
detail she's paying. Like, I mean, I'm sure she saw what you put and everything, but she's also like, let me observe. Oh, she's got on shorts. Let me go through all the typical things a woman goes through in her head to compare myself to these other women, and then be like, oh, you got on shorts, but it's cold out here. It's like that's not even
Like,
relevant.
and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with someone says a thing and that sparks a thought for you, and then you say, hey, the thing that I just saw reminds me of this. That's 100% fine. Absolutely 100% fine. But it's like you do this every time on absolutely nothing. Like you chime in, it'll be an inside joke A joke that only me and Asia and Kari fucking know about.
Like the guitar?
Like the guitar. And then she just fucking jump in, me too, guys. And it's like, you don't even know what we're talking about. What the fuck you mean, me too? So you also rape people? Like, what do
Whoa.
you...
Honey,
Like,
we said we would not talk about
No,
that.
we're not supposed to talk about that on wow, okay. Edit that part. You know what? We're starting over now.
We didn't hurt
The
anyone.
last 5 minutes and 22 seconds didn't mean anything. Starting over. So, hey guys, let me tell you.
Why would you still upload the video?
Right? The point I'm trying to make is, it could have been about us raping people. And for her to just jump in and go, oh yeah, I also do. No, you don't. Because you don't even know what the fuck we talking about. Why did you come here and just, like, are you... And I don't want to make it sound like I'm just throwing shade at my sister, because I love my sister. And anybody who knows me knows that family is so important to me. Family is the only thing in life that actually fucking matters. In a nihilistic world where one day someone will think about me for the very last time, and it will be as though I was never fucking here. The only thing that matters is the impact I had on the people that I care about and the people who cared about me. Period. So, I adore my wife. I adore my son. By extension, I love his girlfriend, because anybody who makes my people happy make me happy. Like, that's amazing to me. So, I love my sister. And I love my niece. I truly do with all my heart. And I want her to have happiness and find happiness and have the level of success, not monetary success, not I have a nice house or I have a nice car or I have nice clothes or I lost the weight or I gained the weight or my boobs are bigger or smaller or my hair is this or social status. None of that. I'm not interested in any of those things. When I say I want you to be happy, I want you, like this morning, for example, I woke up at 8:30 in the morning, like most people do, and decide that they have to pee, and you do that internal monologue about how bad do I have to pee, versus I'm really comfortable, and if I move from this spot, I'm not going to be able to find this spot again. And once you determine that you just have to get up, you do this too, where you purposely don't open your eyes all the way, and you leave the light in the bathroom off because you want to maintain that I'm still sleepy feeling.
Like, I'm not trying to wake up.
Like, I don't really want to be up, but also let's go knock out this piss real quick. And I can't speak for everybody, but I can speak for me and I can speak for my wife. Lately, what's been happening to me is that when I feel that way, I'll get up and I'll go take a piss and I'll slide back in the bed, and 5 minutes later, my body's like, but you didn't take a shit. Oh, fuck. So you get up. But my point was, when I woke up this morning and started that internal monologue on whether or not I was going to get up and use the bathroom or not, I rolled over and do you know what I saw? This bitch with her big old thigh draped over me just enough because she had her back to me. But she wanted to make sure that I was still there, so she just cocks a leg back. And that to me is happiness. I wake up next to the same woman every single day. And I go to sleep next to the same woman every single day. Every now and then that door over there opens. You see that door over there? That's Kari's room. Every now and then that fucking door opens and he walks out here and it's a fist bump or a high five, or 6 times out of 10 he's standing there and he wait for me to get up and come give him a hug, because that's how our family operates. I want people to have that sort of happiness. And if you don't, if that's your goal and you're not getting there, then I can say you're doing it wrong. But I can say this was the goal for me. Everything that I have done was in service to ensure that I got there, and I'm here. So it's like, I won. I got it. And it's not, I won so you lost. It's not, I won and you can't. It's, here's what I did to get here. If you're not getting there with the people you want to get there with, you may have to evaluate your methods or the people you're trying to get there with. And just because you see me happy, and you see my wife happy, and you see my kid happy — my kid's a teacher, by the way, a teacher — just because this worked for us doesn't mean it's going to work for you. And my sister is very much, and Steven, and always try to squeeze herself into our family dynamic. And it's like, first of all, you don't have to do that because you family. We love you because you family. You don't have to try to shoehorn your way in. You don't have to try to fucking retcon yourself into our lives. And like, that's not necessary. But also don't do it. Because it's like everybody in our home stays in their lane. And that's not like, oh, I can't believe that you was but it was to be a partnership. And it is a partnership. This is a partnership between three grown people who have come to a consensus that it's easier to do it together than by ourselves. That's it. So sometimes when the dishes need doing, I get up and do it. There have been times when I come out here and Kari's doing the dishes. Or Kari's taking the trash out and I don't even have to fucking say anything to him. But we all know enough to stay in our lanes. And if Asia see me drifting over to the wrong lane or my car is slowing down because I've got some issues, Asia and Kari speed up a bit to keep us going. And then when I catch back up, I catch back up. Like, me and Asia do what we have to do so that Kari could take online classes to learn computer coding so that he could one day become a teacher. He's there now. But what that meant was me and
not one day become a teacher. One day become.
Yeah, he wanted to code. He just really wanted
to be a thing in between that.
But he's decided he wants to do it now. This is what he wants to do.
Oh, so he just wants to
Yeah, he can only do it for 8 weeks, and then he wants to put in for full time. But to be full time, he would also have to go to school.
So you have to be going to school and work.
But he don't want to do it full time and go to school. He just wants to do it full time, and that's it. But because he's training so many people and everybody's doing well, sure, they'll miss out on the tuition he would have to pay back because now he's a teacher and not working. But because he's doing that, 6 other people will now move on to do things.
So are they going to keep him on as a teacher?
We don't know. But that's his plan. He wants to.
So he wants to finish. But
Yeah, he
just wants to be here.
He's finished. He's finished with. He could go out and get a job right now doing what he wants to do.
I thought it was a year.
It's been about a year. Like it's been like 9 months. He's done. The problem is he doesn't want a cubicle job. He don't want to go to an office and work on code at the computer.
What's fucked up is he can work for the state. He can work in my building. IT guys get paid out to the ass.
But he don't want to leave. He wanna.
No, I get that. But also, even though you get paid a lot in a stationary position, working for like the state in a cubicle, you're also in a cubicle and you work for the state.
Yeah, it's like
it's not as free as people think. Like you think state job and you think like, oh, you're set, and you are, but you're probably miserable.
Yeah.
Unless this is like your passion. Most people go to state because they're qualified and they can't do independent.
And that to me is the brilliance of what Kari is doing, because computer coding is what he's passionate about. This is what he wants to do with his life. He's found find your passion in life. If you can monetize your passion, welcome to your career. If you cannot, don't quit your day job, but don't stop your passions. So Kari's in there following his passions. He logs in. It's the most amazing thing. He'll log into class, and his little video, the camera will be on, and they'll see him there. But he's just sitting in there playing his Xbox, waiting for somebody to have a question. And when they go TR, and he press pause. Yeah, what's up? Oh yeah, you missing a colon here, and they go, oh yeah, thanks man, no problem. And he sit back down, and he get back on his controller, he do his business. That's the dream.
No, that's his dream.
Yeah, to do something you're passionate about, that's the dream. Like in a perfect world, if you could pay me to write Elite Force, I would never stop writing Elite Force. But you know what? I'm not getting paid, but I'm still never gonna stop writing Elite Force because it's my passion. Like I seriously doubt that one day Asia will write a spell that makes us all multi-billionaires, but like incantations and spells and like Wiccan culture is kind of her thing now, and she's looking into symbols and like Le Bruja. What's Le Bruja mean? The witch, just the witch. It's like Asia is learning quite a bit about that, and it's her passion. If she can monetize it, cool. But if she can't, still do you, but still follow your passions. And that's where my family is, and that's amazing to me. And that's the sort of happiness I wish on my people. But I wouldn't, as much as my son is passionate about what he do, I would never go in there and go, oh man, you think you could just put in a word for me and I could go to this school and you could be my teacher? Because that's his passion. That's what he wants to do. No more than I would be like, hey, Kari, why aren't you writing Elite Force like I told you? Because that's my passion. You know, I'm not, me and Kari not sitting around talking about the spells that Asia wrote because that's Asia's passion. So she don't have to shoehorn her way into our shit. But that's what my sister do. Y'all motherfuckers look happy. If I squeeze in there, I fucking wiggle my fucking ass in there. And it's not even like she lost a lot of weight, but then she gained it all back plus some. It was like they put her fat on a milk carton and somebody found it and brought it back to her. Here it is. She is not, like, for her to be, Trina is what, 5'4", maybe? I've got a couple of inches on her, and I'm every bit of 260 pounds. Like, let's not even pretend. I'm a big dude. But my sister is just as big, if not more. And that's a bad look on a woman, especially when you're smaller. Because she started small, and then got big, and then got small, and then got sad, and got big again. That's fucked up. I wish her happiness with all my heart and soul. And it's like, I used to be really critical about what I said here because I was like, man, I would hate one day for my sister to stumble across one of these videos and she go, oh, look, my brother do videos. Let me be supportive and check him out. Maybe I can, see a thing and I can shoehorn my way into some of his other shit that he's doing. But first of all, she's not gonna. And secondly, if she does show up here, it don't change the fact that this shit is true. It's true. I'm sorry the truth hurts you, but it's the goddamn truth. I know what happy looked like. I know what fake ass happy looked like. And I know what putting on a show so people think you happy look like. And that's what you're doing. Like, I don't post things about how happy I am with my wife to convince myself. It's because I cannot contain said happiness and it spills out so that everybody can see it. Anybody who look at me in Asia be like, damn, Nate, that's a happy couple. You can say, oh, he older. Oh, one of them is more successful than the other. Oh, I can't believe that Asia and Kari are so close in age. You could have all these things to say, but we happy. It's a successful marriage that has been going on for 7+ years. We're good. We're good. So much so that people be trying to shoehorn their fucking way into our shit so they can also be good. We don't have no openings though, dog. Like, I love my sister and I love my niece, but if my son felt the way my niece felt about her mother, I would be humiliated. It would bother me. Kari has never just been so frustrated with me that he had one foot out the door, can't wait to be an adult to get away from you because I don't like the way you do things. Kari has always recognized that everything we do is for the betterment of everybody, and it's in his best interest to also be here so that everybody can excel. Not just him, not just me, not just Asia, all of us. And a lot of people don't get that. I feel like I'm rehashing shit and I'm missing my show, so I want to go watch my show. But understand when I say real happiness can't be hidden. And trying to shoehorn your way into someone else's happiness isn't going to work either. So, and then to try to shoehorn yourself into a thing in such a way, like, for example, let's say I posted a picture of my breakfast, which I won't do. Please don't post pictures of food on the internet. That's so bothering. It's like, but it never looks the way it looks at home.
It's not true. You follow interesting people, so you see bad pictures. Like, there is an art to it.
Oh yeah,
it's like saying don't post a selfie. Like, there could be good selfies.
There could be good, and there are some good pictures of food, but not the average millennial chick.
You would know what if you were interested in food or not if you didn't see a picture of it. If somebody just gave you a description, you may or may not be interested. But if you see a picture, you might say, "Oh, that looks good," before you even know what's in it. So pictures are 1,000 words.
There is an art to taking pictures of food. The people who are taking pictures of the food are not conforming to that art.
No, the people that you follow that you've seen. That doesn't mean everybody.
That is also true. That is the black swan fallacy. My wife and I are learning about fallacies. Or at least we're trying to brush up on it. But the point is my wife makes breakfast, and for whatever reason, I post a picture of the food. I won't do that, but let's say I did. What happens is my sister then shoehorns her way into the conversation by saying something like, "Oh yeah, I went to breakfast last week. Hey, did you guys see Rochelle's taking a trip?"
I remember she made me so upset one year. I made you a cake, and I was trying to. Your birthday's in March. So I was trying to be festive with the whole, you're Irish and St. Patrick's Month, So I was like, oh, I'll make you a cake, and I make the frosting. I was like, oh, I'll make a green frosting. That'll be fun. But the cake was actually, it was orange cream. It was an orange cream cake, and you enjoyed it. But I remember we took a picture of it, and I'm like, oh, my wife made me an orange cream cake. She's like, why is it green? And I was just like, okay. And she gave me shit that it was the color green but had a different flavor than the color, and it's just like, I
Like
don't know. Like,
nobody's saying why you running 5Ks and why you fat.
it's just bothering me because sometimes like you'll work hard on something and then somebody will just take a shit on it by, it's not even that they're right, but the fact that you are attempting to take a shit on it and be judgmental because you would have done it differently. It's like, I don't understand why you can't just say a compliment and keep going. Like, say when you made a status about your son, about how proud you were of him, and then I went and said something sweet about him, and then she went under my comments like, I don't need to say all of these things to show you I love you, and it's like, what is that for? So are you trying to downplay what I said?
Right? Like just
if you don't have to say those things for it to be true, and he knows that, then why did you bring it up?
like
If you
then
guys
this
have a
whole
mutual-
thing is
If
unnecessary.
you have a mutual understanding, then you shouldn't have said anything at all. So if you do have an understanding, you want everybody else to know about that. So I don't know. It can be bothering, and it's like it used to leave me like I don't want to post things. It's like no, I'm just going to ignore when people say things because I work in a job now where people always have something to say, so I can't let people like treat this comment. Not that she does it all the time, but when she does,
She does it
or
enough.
other people, it's just like, and honestly, it's at a point now where it's like whenever you post something and you see that be commented, you assume it's probably gonna be something, and every now and then it's not, but it's like she's looking for jabs. Even when you making a status yesterday, instead of addressing it, she was like, "Oh, you spelled this wrong," and it's like, did you read it though? Because I see a lot of misspells, but it's not. I'm not.
Like yeah, and then I said thank you for pointing it out. I made the edit, and that should have been the end of it. Like and whatever.
It's a game, and collecting points, and nobody's actually giving the points. She just
You
write
know,
her own little points.
Trina is playing whose line is it anyway, but she's determined to get the points in the scenes from a hat portion of the thing.
And she's the host.
And she's the host.
The only one playing.
And the
she's
only
also
playing.
playing checkers, but she's running back and forth on either side of the
But
board.
see, but here's the problem, dude. All the points are made up, and none of it matters. Like if Trina made a thoughtful, insightful post that corrected something that I posted on my page, or she said a thing that completely contradicted the thing, and I was like, oh, she's absolutely right. Gets her no closer to the happiness she's looking for, and it doesn't take me any further away from the happiness that I already have. So why are we here? I hate to make it sound like I'm just shitting on my sister, because I'm not. I love my sister.
I mean, it is a video just about shitting on her.
It is. I want her to be happy, but she'll never be happy following this formula. And I can say that with certainty because she's been following this formula for 37 years. And we're still here. She's still not happy. It's not working. Like, oh, it's the guy from Humble Root just texted me. I wonder what he has to say. Hey guys, excuse me for a minute while nope, I can't. Hey, Sin, just to let you know I should be okay, he's just gonna be here in a minute. Cool. So I'm gonna go because I'm done shitting on my sister. It's just for me, as I think being the black sheep of my family really played it in my favor because nobody expected anything of me. They're just like, whatever, if he finds a modicum of success anywhere, then that's a super mega win for him. But then I just stumbled into fucking bliss in my own way.
You worked towards it. You found something you wanted, and you worked towards it until you had it. That's not stumbling.
That's fair. But the formula my sister is following don't work. I'm sorry. It just is. But I'm going to go because I didn't mean to make this This is a full-on fucking sitcom episode. Like, if you added in commercial breaks, you could have watched an episode of Flash right now. So I'm sorry for the people who are still fucking here. Hi, Muffin. Assuming you're here. I'm gonna go. Actually, I'm gonna go sit on the toilet before this dude get here. Cause damn, I got it. This is Tim. Oh, you guys don't want to. You know what? You know what? None of this happened. We're just gonna start over from here, guys. Hey, thanks for coming.